Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Skyrokkets. My name is Skylar and this is my 27th movie review for my channel. Now today we're going to be talking about the movie Immaculate with Sydney Sweeney in it, if you know who that is. She was also in Anyone But You, if you've seen my movie review for that one. If you haven't, go check it out. But I always do my movie reviews with a description of the movie, a review of the movie, and a rating. So let's get to the description. A young American nun of devout faith is invited to reside at a remote convent in the Italian countryside after her church back home closes down. But the longer she stays at this convent, she begins to realize a sinister secret lying within it, and she will play a big role. So the story itself was a bit predictable, and it's nothing really original. I mean, there is some uniqueness to it, but it kind of felt like some other horror movies. But it also felt good in its own way. It was different from what I was expecting, and honestly, I didn't even watch the trailer before going to it, so I'm kind of glad I didn't, because that honestly made it better not watching the trailer. And I also saw Late Night with the Devil prior to this movie, so I mean, watching this one, I liked this one better than Late Night with the Devil, and you can go check out that movie review if you want as well. But this one was definitely better, and there are some stuff we've seen before, but it does well. I will say this movie did pretty well, in my opinion. Special effects, very bloody and gory. Now, this isn't like CGI effects. They're all kind of like real stunts and like makeup and whatnot, so it's not CGI special effects. But it is pretty gory, so if you don't like that stuff, don't go. Lots of blood and nastiness. Also nudity, so yeah, if you're not into nudity, don't see it. It's not really nudity, it's just more see-through outfits, so that's like the most there is of nudity. It's not really that bad. Dialogue, I have no comment really on that. I mean, the dialogue was fine. I can't complain about that. Character development, I did like the character development for the protagonist, because it kind of gave some insight into why she became a nun and followed that path. Although I do feel like there could have been a little more, but I mean, the movie was also like less than an hour and a half. I think it was like a few minutes less than an hour and a half. It did feel like it was going by pretty quickly, and like felt like it was gonna be a short movie, but near the end it actually felt like it wasn't a short movie. I'm like, okay, like this feels like it's gonna be short. Then it's like, oh, you know what? Never mind. This feels perfect. Like perfect length, honestly. Music was good. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, this is great, but like, it's not like Guardians of the Galaxy type of like music. It's like horror music. So I mean, it fit the scenes basically. So that was good. Acting and cast, I love Sydney Sweeney, and she did great in this. And I felt like everyone actually did great in it. So there's no complaints there. The casting was well done. Acting was well done. Definitely better than the last movie I saw. Scares, it's... I felt like there wasn't really a lot of scares. I also did feel like at certain moments there was going to be a pop-up, and there wasn't. I'm like, oh. So I was like, oh, we're leaving. But they did pretty well with executions of the scares, like the pop-ups. There was one scene where I'm like, okay, I know they're going to take their time with this and then pop it up at the right moment. And I was waiting for that moment to come up. I'm like, oh, it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. And that finally came up, but like, it was perfect. It was perfect execution. I was like, oh gosh, that's actually pretty good. So the movie was pretty good with execution, editing, acting, cast, character development, music, dialogue, and effects. Like, it was great with all that. And it was entertaining. So let's get to the ratings so I can rate this thing. So overall, I want to give this movie 7 out of 10 stars. I felt like the movie did really well with everything, especially the blood and makeup. That looked super realistic, so it was really well done. But the story itself just wasn't that unique. It didn't feel super original. It just felt like another horror movie that we're kind of used to, even though it did have some uniqueness to it. And then it was also entertaining at the beginning, then kind of slow and not that entertaining. up until a certain point where it got entertaining again. So that's another reason I didn't give it any higher, but that's my overall rating. Anyway, that's all for my movie review. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And if you want to watch more movie reviews, then just click on my name down below, or you can wait till the end of the video and click on the movie review playlist that pops up at the end. Anyway, that's all for now, and I'll catch y'all with the next flick.